Everyone is shouting online. But the people winning the biggest aren't making any noise. They're building quietly and letting success do the talking. Let me tell you something most people won't admit. Trying to be loud is exhausting. Posting your goals, announcing your plans, explaining yourself to people who do not really care. You work hard, but it seems like nothing is moving fast enough. You scroll and see people flexing wins, announcing every step. And you wonder, am I behind because I'm not doing that? Maybe you are not loud by nature. Maybe you don't want attention. Maybe you just want results. And deep down, there's this quiet frustration. I know I'm capable, but I do not want to play the noise game. Now here's the truth, no one says out loud. Most noise is insecurity disguised as confidence. Let me ask you something. Where does real transformation takes place? It happens when no one is watching. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't need visibility before results. You need results before visibility. Silence gives you 3 hidden advantages most people miss. First, focus. When you stop announcing, you start performing. No pressure to impress. No energy wasted explaining half-finished plans. Second, speed. Quiet people move faster because they're not stopping to check reactions. They don't need validation nor permission, just execution. And third, surprise. Nothing hits harder than unexpected success. People expect noise before growth. So, when growth comes quietly, it shocks them. Silence is not a weakness, it's a strategy. It's pursuing your goals with focus, discipline, and private effort. Letting the results speak for themselves, rather than announcing your plans. The loud crowd is competing for attention. The quiet builders are competing for mastery, and mastery wins long-term. If you made it this far, you're already playing a different game than most people. The next part is where it gets powerful. This is where the quiet advantage becomes real. This is not philosophy. This is execution. Here are 3 practical ways to use the quiet advantage starting today. Step 1. Stop announcing, start accumulating. If you're working on something important, a skill, a business, your body, your mindset, keep it private. Not because it's a secret, but because early progress is fragile. Every time you announce a goal, your brain gets a dopamine hit. It feels like progress even when no work is done. And that's dangerous. Instead, accumulate silently these habits. 1. Gain intellectual and skill development. Devote time in reading books. Learn a new skill. It compounds into mastery over time. Focus on listening more than speaking to gather information, to understand perspectives and act more strategically. 2. Improve productivity and work habits. Prioritize tasks. There's a saying, eat the frog first, meaning do the hardest or important task first thing in the morning. This will help lessen the stress, more momentum, and clearer focus. Work without distractions. Dedicate time to work in a quiet, closed-off space. This prevents burnout and boosts productivity. Daily planning. Make your to-do list the night before to start the next day with purpose. 3. Improve mental and physical health. Have quality sleep to ensure mental sharpness and productivity. Consistent exercise. Moving your body daily to boost energy and long-term endurance. Eat healthy foods to have consistent energy levels throughout the day. Meditate daily to reduce stress and cultivate self-awareness. 4. Develop behavioral and strategic actions. Remember, consistency over intensity is important. Focus on showing up every day. Track your progress. You can use a journal or an app to track your small wins. 5. Networking and professionalism. Build genuine and lasting connections. Allowing others to shine builds loyalty and respect. 6. Start financial discipline. Consistent, regular savings or investment turns into long-term wealth without requiring constant attention. Be a frugal spender by being conscious of your expenses. It will help increase available capital for investments. 7. Develop a positive mindset. Consider failure as lessons to be learned from. Do not think of it as a dramatic event to be shared on social media. Let progress pile up where no one can interrupt it. Move in silence. Step 2. Replace motivation with systems. Loud motivation fades. Quiet systems compound. Instead of asking, "How do I stay motivated?" rather ask, "What will I do when motivation disappears?" Small actions repeated daily grow over time. 30 to 60 minutes of deep, focused work or improving one small process consistently produces far greater results than occasional, intense effort. Do it without announcement. When people ask, "How did you stay so consistent?" the answer is simple. You did not wait to feel like it. You are sticking to a routine, even when you are not motivated. This makes progress automatic and independent of emotions. Step 3. Let results introduce you. This is where the magic happens. When you build quietly, you don't need to convince anyone. You don't need arguments. You don't need explanations. Results speak fluently. One day, someone notices your confidence changed, your skills sharpened, your life upgraded. And they ask, "When did this happen?" That is the moment. Not because you finally got attention, but because you earned it without chasing it. That's power. Now, this is the surprising part. The more quiet you work, the louder your success becomes. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compete. You don't need to announce your next move. Just build without noise. Let the world underestimate you. It makes the outcome even sweeter. If this message had an impact to you, you are probably already wired for the quiet advantage. So stay, build, and let your results peak. If you are choosing the quiet path, you can leave a word building. And let us start with our quiet advantage. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. See you in the next video.